Yesterday I was talking to my wait, I don't know. No, yesterday I was literally talking to my youth pastor and she said, I'm gonna read it to you right now. She said, your weaknesses are areas you need to grow. Duh. It's like so obvious, but she called me out or constructive criticism. She gave me lots of constructive criticism. I am working on this. But she was telling me, Mitchell, you're very hungry, and your desire for knowledge and hunger to like know God and just desire, hunger to want to know more. But you don't actually implement what you're learning, which is like factual. I read, I learn, but I don't actually like practice and implement it, which is very, very bad. And I think a lot of us are like that. We hear constructive criticism and it hurts. At least it hurt for me. When she told me this, my eyes started watering, but I had to like buck up. I was like, okay, Mitchell, I'm 20, bro. I cannot be, I can't be crying no more over someone saying something that's true. But our weaknesses are areas where we need growth. It's so easy to hear good parts about ourselves and we stick to those good parts. But when we hear bad things about ourselves, we kind of like shy past over it instead of like looking, these are areas I really need to grow. These are areas I need to really work on. Something, I think I've said this before, but something I really, really struggled with is thinking before I speak. I'm telling you, it was so bad that my friends used to call it Mitchell moments. And it's like, bro, what? And like, that sounds funny, but it's like, there's not every time is the time for you to be making outlandish comments. You got to understand the time for this and the time for that. But I used to just talk without thinking, which is like so immature. You might think it's funny now, but I'm telling you, there's gonna be a time you're gonna say something outlandish and they're gonna look at you like, people kept on looking at me like that. And even because I didn't think before I talked, sometimes I would say something, somebody would interpret it in a rude format because I didn't think about who the person is before I'm talking to them or what I'm even saying. I just rock, whatever comes in my mind, but like rock, which is not good. To a certain extent, I would say it's good by you not like overthinking, but it's not good in relation with other people. It just doesn't, it's not good, especially in what I was going through. It was not good. It was very immature and it was very rude of me a lot of the times. Like I would say very rude things. Actually, it was just rude of me, being honest. That's yeah. In areas of your weakness, it's so easy to shy away from them, but it really, really says you need to grow. We all have weaknesses. We're human. No matter how perfect or schwage v or whatever, I can't even know what that word is for real. You still have things you need to work on. So do I. We're all works in progresses. Like, I'm a work in progress. You're a work in progress. We're all working to grow together. I think we're all in this journey of trying to become. We don't know necessarily what we're trying to become. At least I don't really know for myself. I can't speak for you, but I don't really know what I'm trying to become. But I know that each or 1% a day, 1% a day, improving things slowly but surely, compounding, I can become the man I want to be or become, right? And let me share some of my weaknesses because it's only fair if I'm talking about weaknesses and talk about things. I talked about me not thinking before I talked. I learned, kind of embarrassing saying this. I learned how selfish I am emotionally, financially, physically. Yeah, I learned how selfish I am in all areas of my life because I don't. In my selfishness, I also learned how not empathetic I am. Empathy is being able to place yourself in other people's shoes. And that's something I realized I really, really had a hard time doing. And it's like, it's not that like I can't see myself in other people's shoes. It's like, I know what you're going through, but I can't relate. And I think the reason why it's so hard because it's it's so easy to just not worry about other people. It's so easy not to think about other people's situations and what they're going through. But it's quite selfish depending on the situation. I think there's also like a time and certain boundaries you place. But in what I was doing was very, very selfish. My selfishness was causing my friendships to just go to I have the most selfless friends. My friends are the type like, Mitchell, you hungry? They're giving you food. Mitchell, you need a shirt? Give me like several times my friends have given me shirts off their body. Food, they make sure I'm always fed and all these things. Like I have good people around me who are completely selfless, even in generosity. Most of my friends are not even most, my friends are so generous, and it challenges me like, okay, Mitchell, you have to be more generous with the little you have. There's a Bible verse, I think it's Luke 14:14, which talks about giving to people who cannot give back to you. And even, I mean, I can give back to my friends, but their generosity, oh my goodness, it's something that's sticking with me for life. These people are literally going to be my children's uncles and aunties. Now I kind of get how my mom's friends have become like my uncles and aunties because of their generosity and because of their impact. It's definitely changed the way I view life and changed my perspective for sure. I just want to say it again, like I said in the very beginning, your weaknesses are areas where you need to work on. It's okay to not have it all figured out. It's okay to be weak, but to stay in your weakness, I think that's a problem. And you might be like, oh, you're just like improving. Like, yes, I think when we stop growing is when we die. Just being completely honest. And I don't think a lot of us want to die. Just, just being real with you. And I don't want to die. I want to be better than I was yesterday. Or let's not say yesterday, but like, I want to be able to look back and be like, oh my gosh, I've grown. That's literally what I'm going to talk about next. The power of reflection. That's the next video.